We often admire those who seem to weather life's storms with grace, believing they possess some innate, unshakable strength. The truth uncovered in this exploration is far more empowering. Resilience is not a fixed trait you either have or lack, but a dynamic process of adaptation that can be cultivated by anyone. It is the art of navigating through difficulty, not merely enduring it, and emerging on the other side with new understanding and strength. This journey into the heart of human toughness moves beyond cliches of "what doesn't kill you makes you stronger" to reveal the practical mechanics of psychological recovery, showing how our deepest setbacks can become the foundation for our greatest comebacks. The foundation of resilience is not built during the crisis itself, but in the quiet moments that precede it. It springs from a core of self-awareness and a mindset that views challenges as manageable, temporary, and often instructive. A key element is cognitive agility, the ability to reframe a negative event. This isn't about naive optimism or denying pain, but about consciously shifting perspective. Instead of seeing a job loss as a permanent personal failure, one might view it as a forced redirection toward a better-fitting path. This mental flexibility prevents us from becoming trapped in a narrative of helplessness and opens the door to problem-solving. It is the internal dialogue that asks, "What can I control here?" and focuses energy on those actionable items, however small they may seem. Furthermore, resilience is profoundly social. While the image of the lone, stoic survivor is compelling, real-world durability is almost always supported by connection. Strong relationships provide a safety net of emotional sustenance, practical help, and alternative perspectives. Sharing a burden doesn't have it, it often makes it feel bearable. Communities, families, and friendships act as external reservoirs of strength when our own are depleted. The act of seeking help, therefore, is not a sign of weakness but a strategic skill of the resilient. They understand that vulnerability within a trusted circle is a source of power, creating a shared resilience that uplifts everyone involved. The process of bouncing back is rarely a straight line upward. It is more accurately described as a jagged path, with progress, plateaus, and occasional setbacks. This non-linear journey involves a critical phase of processing the emotional impact of adversity. Attempting to bypass grief, anger, or fear to just stay positive can actually hinder recovery. True resilience involves acknowledging and feeling these emotions without letting them define your entire existence. It is the difference between being in a storm and being the storm. By giving space to our pain, we integrate the experience rather than being perpetually haunted by it, which allows us to eventually rebuild a sense of meaning. Ultimately, the most transformative aspect of resilience is post-traumatic growth. This is the phenomenon where individuals, after struggling with a major crisis, report positive changes such as a renewed appreciation for life, closer relationships, a greater sense of personal strength, new possibilities, and spiritual development. Adversity acts as a catalyst, forcibly dismantling old assumptions and forcing a re-evaluation of what matters. The rebuilt self after such an event is often more complex, compassionate, and purposeful than before. The scar tissue, both emotional and psychological, becomes stronger than the original skin. This growth doesn't negate the suffering but arises from the struggle with it, proving that we can not only bounce back but also bounce forward. Cultivating this capacity is a daily practice, not a one-time achievement. It involves small, consistent habits, maintaining physical health to support mental stamina, practicing mindfulness to stay present and reduce catastrophic thinking, setting realistic goals to foster a sense of agency, and nurturing your support network. It also means embracing a philosophy of gradual mastery, where small wins build confidence for larger challenges. Resilience is like a muscle, it atrophies without use but grows stronger when subjected to manageable stress and recovery. By intentionally engaging with life's inevitable difficulties, we train this muscle, preparing ourselves not for a life without falls, but for the confidence that we can rise each time we do. In the end, the ability to bounce back is the essence of a life fully lived. It is what allows for risk, love, and ambition in a world of uncertainty. This work demystifies toughness, presenting it not as an impenetrable shield but as a responsive, learnable dance with reality. The stories and science within these pages converge on a single, liberating message: your history is not your destiny. Your past struggles are not merely wounds, they are also the raw materials for wisdom. Resilience is the alchemy that transforms hardship into hope, proving that within every setback lies the setup for a comeback crafted by your own hands.